I am an African. I come from Borno State in northeast Nigeria, the daughter of a Kanuri father and a Shua Arab mother, a fairly common combination in many Borno families. Having spent my childhood abroad, the daughter of a diplomat, my family moved back in my teen years to settle in our hometown of Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. Borno has always been considered a peaceful place, so much so that it was officially known as the home of peace. My childhood memories of summers spent there and during my formative years have been of hospitality, neighborliness, empathy, trust, and security. People could sleep with their doors open and neighbors were like extended family. People turned up for celebrations such as weddings and naming ceremonies without needing an invitation. Growing up, my father believed that education was the best tool you could give your children, and that your reputation was the best legacy you could leave behind. He constantly encouraged us to learn, for knowledge, he said, is power that can never be taken away from you. This has been my philosophy throughout my life. On this journey, I discovered my love for art, my curiosity for learning new things, my desire to travel and discover new places and new cultures. Most importantly, I discovered my desire to impact those around me positively and my aspirations to contribute towards making my society and the world a better place. In 2009, conflict erupted in the region I call home, where a spate of violent attacks were carried out in Maiduguri and neighboring states in the northeast, resulting in the loss of thousands of lives. By 2013, the crisis had evolved into the equivalent of a civil war, with thousands dead and millions displaced. Today, in Borno, the home of peace, there is not a household that has not been affected by the conflict, directly or indirectly. The story of Borno is not unique to the African continent. The conflict, just like many others, has spread across the borders to neighboring countries. This is evidence of the closeness and fragility of our states. Such closeness and fragility has only served to further emphasize that home, for me, extends beyond the borders of Borno. Africa is my home, for which I feel I bear responsibility. This sense of individual responsibility is one of the key reasons I started the Like Minds Project, a non-profit organization with the primary purpose of encouraging, promoting, and supporting philanthropic activities through community mobilization programs. Over time, I came to appreciate the strong linkages between conflict, development, security, particularly human security, and peace. My experiences made me realize the challenges faced by not only the less privileged in the society, but also by honest, hardworking citizens who only want to do their jobs and live normal lives. I have also come to comprehend that the approaches used to resolving some of these issues may be counter-effective towards finding real sustainable solutions. Understanding the dynamics of what a stable and just society should be is complex, but at the core of all of this is the individual. For conflict starts with and within the individual, and therefore one must start by appreciating the conflict within oneself to learn to channel them in a productive and positive way. Peace also starts with the individual. It is therefore our collective responsibility to provide an enabling environment and opportunities for individuals to contribute to society in a positive manner. The seed to do more for my society, my people, my continent, and humanity as a whole, having been planted long ago, is constantly being watered by the realities I see around me, by the frustrations of not only ordinary citizens, but all citizens who are constantly struggling to make a difference in a positive direction. It is our obligation to proactively engage in prevention and transformation while closing the gap between policy and community. I am an African. My vision for our continent is a prosperous Africa, where its citizens can live in security and dignity in an inclusive environment where collective responsibility and accountable institutions foster peace and stability. Je suis africain. Ma vision pour le continent est une Afrique prospère où ses citoyens peuvent vivre dans la dignité, dans un environnement inclusif où la responsabilité collective et les institutions responsables favorisent la paix et la stabilité. Nous devons continuer à miser sur nos accomplissements dans la promotion de la paix et de la sécurité, rester déterminés mais toujours conscients des réalités politiques et des capacités institutionnelles. Nous devons continuer à trouver des solutions novatrices et créatives tout en misant sur nos forces éprouvées dans les sphères de la diplomatie et de la sécurité. My name is Fatima Kyari Mohammed, and I'm a candidate for the position of Commissioner for Peace and Security at the African Union Commission.